Hey, welcome to Guitar Knobs, the guitars, gear, noise, and nonsense podcast, hosted today by these knobs.
Tony Dudzik, Pit Guardian.
Hey, everybody, it's me, Todd Novak. Welcome to the Guitar Knobs podcast. We're thrilled to death you're listening to our show. We are really glad to be back in the saddle.
Oh, my goodness.
The new year has thrown us a few curveballs.
Yeah, a little bit, weather-wise, yeah. We're okay, though.
Yeah, and I think there's been actually 2 times, maybe more so in this last month than we've had in the last several years, where we kind of had we had a gap or two. We truly do apologize for that. Some of that was completely unavoidable.
Yep.
We'll get into a bit of that in a second, but we're really thrilled that you're listening to the show. And we're going to be recapping our experience out in Anaheim, California, doing the NAMM show.
Yep.
As well as the Woodwire and Volts show.
Yeah.
Would you like awesome stuff?
Would you like to know what we do on the show, Todd?
I would love to, because we got some new listeners. I know it.
I know that. So what we do on the show is we like to talk to people who build boutique things like guitars and amps and pedals and accessories, and we talk to authors of books and performers and movers and shakers in the industry, and we just learn the story behind the story.
Yeah.
All the good stuff. You can find it right here on the Guitar Knobs podcast.
Indeed. And as many of you either already know, and maybe if you don't, this is our official 10th year. And that date is coming up real quick. It's in April.
Are you taking me to dinner?
Yeah, but I'm going to make you pay.
How about flowers? Do I get flowers?
I'm going to take you to a nice fish dinner and make you pay for it. I can't remember what that's from. It's from something. Anyways, so yes, we had an awesome time. We're going to be recapping that and just sharing the experience. Not potentially, but actually calling out some highlights. Some new builders.
Yeah.
A lot of people that we saw first time in person, which is, people don't really think about that. It's like, we don't actually meet a lot of our guests. Hopefully we run into them, and we've done a pretty fair job of that, I think.
But you know what's beautiful?
What is beautiful, Tony?
We spend time with them here on the podcast, talking remotely, and when we meet them in person, it's like we're old friends.
Yeah.
I mean,
absolutely.
And that's I think what we try to do on the podcast is, whether you're listening in or whether you're a guest, it's like you're sitting in the room here with us, and we're just tossing back a couple of beers, and
which is hilarious, because you treat me like the guy with no pants at the bus stop there,
Well, if you put your pants on.
We got a lot of great stuff to talk about. So let's just get into this, everybody. We are going to start off with what's going on in our music world this week. Tony Maloney, give it to us.
Well, let's see. Well, actually, this was last night. I watched the Grammys.
Oh.
And interestingly, this is the last year that CBS is hosting it. I think it's going to some online kind of thing. I don't understand why. But anyhow, the one thing that I took away from it is I saw more guitar-centered music being played. I mean, the opener was Bruno Mars playing a Les Paul custom for the opener song, and his band. There's 2 other guys with Les Pauls, and I mean, this was like a
Les
rock
Paul fest.
Yeah, it was a Les Paul love fest, and it was really cool. And all the other acts, a lot of the new acts are very guitar centric. So it's a nice departure from kind of the trend that I was seeing over the last maybe 10 years or so, where things were moving into synth or sampled or nothing at all.
Yeah.
And the production on a lot of the numbers was really top notch. I mean, it was really cool. Like the Lady Gaga one was the one, it was Justin Bieber doing his who's the redheaded guy from Ireland.
Oh, Carrot Top?
No. But
no,
anyhow,
no, Ed Sheeran.
Ed Sheeran. So he was. So Justin Bieber was doing his Ed Sheeran impersonation with the, building up of repeated
the
things,
samples and stuff. Yeah.
And I think I would take Ed Sheeran over Justin.
Well,
but then again, he had no shirt on and baggy trousers.
Well,
baggy shorts.
I mean, that's his MO. So
yeah. So there you go.
Okay.
But the production throughout the show was very good. I enjoyed it, which is not often because a lot of times I'm not really into the music that is being promoted at the time. But I think the big takeaway was I was encouraged by the number of guitars and the how centered or guitar centered a lot of the music was.
Sounds good.
It's coming back, baby.
Yes.
What about you, Todd?
Well, my guitar week killed our. We were supposed to do this last week.
Oh yeah.
But I became stricken with a very strange ailment. I don't know if any of you have like a really, really, really bad calf cramp, like you wake up in the middle of the night and you just like are screaming bloody murder.
Like a Charlie horse, as we would call it.
Well, yes. Okay. Okay.
A severe Charlie horse.
Yeah. The kind where you're praying like somebody knock you out. Something happened in my neck, and I ended up with what is a common term is called rye neck. Although this isn't a very common thing that I've learned.
Is that rye as in R-Y-E?
W-R-Y.
Oh, rye.
Yeah. And it's actually called torticollis.
Oh, boy.
It is excruciating pain, and it is like having a Charlie horse or a calf cramp deep inside your neck. It's not like just on the outer bit.
Uh-huh.
It knocked me out for a couple of days. I mean, I couldn't sleep, couldn't do. I mean, it was like hooking up car battery cables to my neck, and then some fiendish ghoul in the back just continuously buzzing it.
Kids, don't try this at home.
Yeah, don't do it. So still kind of recuperating from that, but my apologies because we were hoping to have this out earlier.
Yeah.
And we hate to leave you all hanging.
Yes.
So we're back, and this is going to be.
Well, I'm glad you're feeling better. You sound much better.
Yeah. Yeah. And I did the cupping.
Cupping thing.
I got the cupping thing all over my body. That's crazy.
Todd sent me a photo of his cupping, and it's as if he had multiple hickeys all over
huge.
His back.
Yeah, big, giant, like tuna can sized ones.
Oh my God! I mean, he sent me the photo. I said, "What is this?"
Yeah. Well, and I need to give a shout out to my next door neighbor, Dave Janning, he's a nurse and an EMT and a licensed massage therapist.
Oh.
And I was like in tears, man. And my daughter was freaking out because she was like, I don't know what's wrong with that. Because I'd never experienced it. I was scared. I really was. Because I thought, is there something wrong with my spine or something? And he came rushing over with his big massage table and said, I'm going to take care of this. Now, granted, anytime he got anywhere near that, I was like, yeah, like hanging onto the ceiling. But, it was actually very helpful. So thanks, Dave.
Oh, wow.
Anyways, blurp. So I didn't get to do anything guitar. Yay.
Don't we usually have a section in the middle here?
We do have a section in the middle here. And by the way, I think we got a couple compliments on how we handle said section.
Really?
Where we don't just drop it in and like interrupt everything.
No.
So if you like Tour Gear Designs patch cables like Tony and I,
oh yes,
you should go over to the website now to get some Tour
What
Gear
is that
Designs
website?
patch cables. It's tourgeardesigns.com.
Oh, that's convenient.
Yes, we talked to a lot of people, saw them on a lot of boards out there too.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. And they have been kind enough to give all of our listeners a special 15% off if you plug in this code.
The guitar knobs, all lowercase, all one word.
Into the coupon pop-up when you hit, purchase. And don't be looking around for it. You got to hit purchase first, and then it comes up. It really does.
It does.
So that's a great deal. You will be happy, 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 happy.
Load up your cart, get
Yep.
all the shapes and sizes, and you'll be happy that
Yes,
you did.
and this is coming up from our friends in Canada.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Tour Gear Designs, thank you for sponsoring our non-existing Four on the Floor tonight. We're just going to keep moving. But thank you anyways.
Let me get a little bit of this.
Yeah, we're gonna bypass that because we just have an awful lot to talk about.
Yes.
And yes. So, ooh, doggies, what a trip!
Yep.
that was.
What a long, strange trip it's been.
It really was a long, strange trip.
It was a little longer than we anticipated, thanks to a winter storm
Yes.
blast.
And Tony, we talked about this. I mean, I was literally calling to find out. Are you still going to go? Because I was already there when I found out what was about to happen. Well, I was leaving the morning of, and I read. I was like, oh no. What's gonna happen?
Yeah.
Right? Because they were just saying this is doom coming, the worst
Snow
thing of the century. And I honestly wondered if it was smart to go.
Well, getting out was not the problem. Coming home was the problem.
Yes.
But it worked out okay. We had an extra day to spend, and we got to spend it with our good friends Mickey, Minnie, Goofy, and Donald.
And Chase.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, as it happened, we had
We had a bonus Sunday.
we got the notice from the airlines and said nobody's traveling, so pick another day.
Yeah.
Said okay, so we had to re-up on the hotel, and the folks at Hyatt House were awesome to us.
Yeah.
It was a great place to stay in Anaheim. And Tony, your cousin, who is a world famous tattoo artist,
Yes, he is.
in
Los
Venice,
Angeles.
was like, come out to the shop, and I was like, heck yeah, let's go. But realized, well, that Uber would cost as much as us going to Disneyland. And Chase said, I've never been. So we were locked in at that point.
Yeah. And we had a great
We really
day.
did. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't super busy.
No, it was great.
I had a great time.
Yes.
And it was fun to see Chase experience it because we've both been there. Well, you grew up in the
Yeah.
area. I've been there several times. And it's just, it was fun seeing how old is Chase?
Yeah, he's a lad.
He's a mere lad.
Yeah.
But it was as if he were a tiny little
His
lad.
grizzled mug smiling at everything. Yeah.
He was happy.
Yeah.
So that was fun. But
I wish your cousin could have gone.
yeah, he
would've been
texted me
great.
back and said, "Well, I've been meaning to go there one of these days." That would have been
Funny.
fun. But
Yeah, so we had that was an unexpected thing.
yeah.
But other than that, and obviously everybody that came back from that, it was also a little worse for wear because, it was tough traveling back. But I wanted to say that every step along the way, I found it to be incredibly refreshing and hopeful because interactions with almost everybody seem to be brighter and friendlier and more accepting of each other, certainly more tolerant than I might have expected due to a lot of the climate that's happening. And
Well,
that was nice because
and-
I think, man, we all need this really bad right now.
Yeah, everybody was very friendly. I mean, the takeaway for me was it was very upbeat, especially at the NAMM show.
Yeah.
All of the vendors felt like, oh, we're really, we're letting people see what we do. There's a lot of people, and it was busy.
Yeah,
I mean, we
it
were
really
there
was. It was packed.
on Thursday, which is generally a slow day.
Yeah.
and it was pretty heavy. And then we went back on Friday, and did we go back on Saturday?
We
too?
did.
Yeah, and I mean, it was nice, and we got to talk to at the NAMM show a lot of people that some of which had been on the show. Some people that we wanted to have on the show, we got to talk to in person. And then on Friday and Saturday night, we were able to go over to the Woodwire and Volt show.
Yeah.
Where a lot of people that have been on the show.
Yeah.
And a lot of people that we wanted to have on the show.
And we'll go through those.
Yeah.
as
I
well.
mean, that the Woodwire and Volts, for those who don't know, was put on by Curtis Novak and a couple of other people. And it's in a great venue. It's off the NAMM
2 miles
campus.
away, I think.
Yeah, it
Something like that.
wasn't very far. But it was a really great venue. They had, a lot of the...
It really is going to be a show of its own for sure.
I
mean,
think so.
It already is, but as it continues to grow,
Well,
I think.
yeah, and in days gone by, there was, and Curtis was involved with it too, the Deke Dickerson Geek Fest, where it was kind of similar. It wasn't quite the a display show, but it was a kind of a music festival, and Deke would bring out all of his oddball guitars and things and have them on display. And that was always kind of to me, it was kind of one of the highlights of the show because there were always great. They would assemble some of the greatest artists and have them. They'd be playing there for a couple hundred people, which was a blast. But yeah, this I think is for those who can't afford to or don't want to participate in NAMM. I think it's a good alternative for some of the smaller builders.
It is absolutely. Curtis is doing just an outstanding job, and I think aside from saying, "Hey, you put on a nice show," he's done a lot already to make sure that this doesn't just wither on the vine.
Yep.
Because business goes as business does, and things change, and the things that we are excited about in the guitar world and the things that we hold dear and celebrate may not exactly line up with everything happening at NAMM.
Yeah.
There's still lots of great stuff at NAMM, but this is also different and good. So
Yeah.
we can have both.
Well, speaking of NAMM,
Yeah.
why don't we talk about some of the highlights
Yes.
that we experienced?
Yes.
I'm thinking the number one highlight.
I know
for
what
both
that's
of
gonna
us.
be.
It was on Thursday when we walk in. We got our badges, and we're just let's just do a quick walk around.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Chubby Dumplings.
Well, no, that was later on in the evening. We'll get to Chubby Dumplings,
Okay.
but we are walking down the aisle, and they're going past the TV Jones pickup booth.
Yeah.
And who should be there?
Standing there with his hands in his pocket,
Yep,
just looking at his feet, kicking rocks.
Billy Zoom.
Billy Zoom.
From
The
X.
Billy Zoom, who Tony and I wildly admire and love X's music.
Yes.
And we had such a great conversation with him. It wasn't just a hi, take a picture, see you later. Like he took time, and it was so appreciated.
Yeah, and he said, "Oh yeah, Columbus. Yeah, I used to go down to what was it, Lazarus or whatever."
Yeah, yeah.
And so it was nice.
And confirmed the story. I'm pretty sure I told this story.
A couple of episodes ago.
Yeah, or it's one and behind this. I can't remember. It's around there about my experience at his shop, and he goes, "Yeah, that was me."
And I still have it.
What? Yeah, so that was fantastic.
So, but that was, I mean, I think for both of us, that was a very
pretty big
big highlight.
Yeah.
But we also got to hang out with Lisa Johnson.
Yes, Lisa S. Johnson.
Lisa S. Johnson, sorry.
Yes.
Author of and photographer of
Immortal Axes.
108 great rock guitars. And there was, what's the other book?
I think it was Immortal Axes. Wasn't it?
Immortal Axes. Yes, you did say that.
Yeah.
I wasn't listening to
Yeah.
you.
And
I never
think
listened to Todd.
She just hit like 50,000 copies of that.
Something like
It
that.
was some astronomical number.
Yeah.
So thank you all out there who got one of those. And if you are still looking for it, it's on Amazon, and it is
Yeah.
a fantastic book, and it is super affordable, and you won't be upset about it. We
No.
gave away a couple of them.
Yeah, it's the photography is fantastic.
Yeah.
The stories behind the guitars are great.
And she's coming out with a new one, hopefully by 2027, I think.
Ah,
That's what she said.
yes. Well, we shall see.
Yes, we also ran into our old friend Brian Nutter,
Ah, yes.
who last time that we were talking about him,
Well, he
maybe
was
not
still
the last time.
he
but
was still building his own guitars.
yeah, but he had a really, really serious medical thing happen.
Yeah.
Where he almost lost his life.
Yes, I forgot about that.
Yes. And so it was great to see him. That was obviously a couple years ago, but he went over to Novo for a while, and now he's on to a new endeavor that we're gonna have him on the show and have him talk about that pretty soon.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, it's all very hush hush right now.
Shh! Don't tell anyone.
We also got to see Roman from Schnobeltown.
Oh, yes.
Love Roman. He also has been dealing with some hardships, and we've been thinking about him and his family, but he's back in action. I think things are all looking up over there.
That's what it sounds like.
It's just great to see our old friend Roman there. Should we talk about chubbly
Chubbly?
dumplings?
Chubbly.
Right downstairs from our hotel.
The ground floor.
On the ground floor, right next to a Starbucks and Blaze Pizza. We lucked out, man.
Yeah, there was some great, and a Walgreens.
And a Walgreens.
that had alcohol.
Yes, and we only had to walk like a block to get to the show.
Yeah. So we get into the hotel and we walk over to the Walgreens and I say, Chubby Dumplings. That looks good. And then I did a little research, and it's not a Michelin star restaurant, but it is Michelin rated, which is kind of the next best thing.
Yeah.
And it's literally this little dumpling shop.
It's tiny.
I mean, it's very small. There's two
Very
people
small.
working there.
There's more than two people. There's just two people up front. The other guys are back making all this stuff.
Damn you people.
Yeah.
But
Copious amounts of food.
oh my, and incredible. I mean, it was.
We ate it 3 nights in a row, guys.
Yeah, we did do that.
How can we not?
I mean, it was so good. And I mean, it was, I thought, reasonably priced, especially for that area. But yeah, we had a great time, and you could eat there, you could do carry out, which I think we ended up carrying out a couple times because our room had kind of a little mini suite sitting area. So
Yeah.
but yeah, Chubby
Good stuff.
Dumplings.
Good stuff. So if you're around that area, or if you know of one and you're like, what is that? Oh, you better go there.
Yeah, good stuff.
So staying on the tip of our NAMM experience, just kind of sharing a few things. We also ran into a handful of new builders that were very exciting over at NAMM. One of the ones that I thought was very, very interesting story is called Polyend, and they are a Polish company. And what's really cool is essentially they make a pedal slug, for lack of better terms. Think about like a slug that you put in, like it's just a coin-shaped thing that's not a coin. It's a pedal-shaped thing that's not a pedal yet.
Yeah.
Until you
Download.
hook it up and basically tell AI, I want this to feel swimmy or surfy, or I want this to feel like Old Westy, and like you get all these parameters to adjust that aren't the technical parameters that the builders use.
Right.
Fascinating. And you can turn it into a host of different pedals. So say you want to do a delay.
Yeah.
And you say, oh, I want a very space-like delay, but very soft sounding. I don't know, whatever adjectives you might put in there.
Yeah.
And you get 3 knobs and 2 foot switches.
Yep.
And then it says, great, try this. And he's like, no, I don't like this. And you readjust it. And it says, how about this? And you go, great, I got my delay pedal.
Yes.
And then you say, I don't want this delay pedal anymore. I want this to be a reverb pedal. You go back and it says, make my reverb sound like I threw a bottle across a museum. And that's what you're going to get.
Yeah.
It's fascinating. And then you could build an entire pedal board out of these pedal slugs.
Yes.
And they're machined beautifully. I mean, they're really nice units for sure.
Yeah.
So to me, that was probably the most innovative thing I saw
Yeah, there was a lot of things you would expect to see. That was one I didn't expect. And,
No.
and when we walked past it, here's another bunch of pedals. Well,
Yeah,
it's not. It's very customizable.
Never seen anything like that.
And you can buy one of these pedals, and when you tire of the sound that you want, you just reprogram it.
Yeah.
Or you can buy a bank of them.
Yeah, that's what I just said, Tony. I don't know if you've been listening to the show the last 10 years, but now immediately it's like, whoa, wait a minute. Why wouldn't you just get a unit that already has all the stuff in it? Well, you could.
Yeah.
But that's already prescribed.
Yes.
And yes, sure, you can do all the parameters you want within that prescription, but you're only ever going to get what was prescribed to it. And the unique thing about this is that you really don't know what it's going to sound like.
That's
And
true.
for those that aren't as technically inclined and more feely, this could be great.
Yeah.
So it's very, very interesting. So we're looking forward to having them on the show to talk about it.
Thanks, AI.
Let's see. Another one was, now, Tony, you're going to have to help me out with this.
Yes.
This is a Finnish builder. I'm asking you to help me out because somehow I thought maybe it's like Polish.
It is not like Polish.
It's Vjorensaku
Vjorensaku guitars.
Vjorensaku guitars. Now, I posted this. I'm pretty sure I shared it or like reshared it on Instagram, and I certainly sent it to a handful of people. I walked into this room where they were doing a silent exhibit, which was kind of weird. You walk in and they hand you headphones.
Yeah, that was a little
and
odd.
these guys are doing
Demos.
They're doing the demos, but it's only through the headphones.
Yeah.
Which was kind of interesting. Yeah, sort of, Bluetooth headphones that are picking up so that you didn't have a noise factor in there.
Right.
And I look over and I see this stunning bass.
Yeah.
It's a black bass, maple fingerboard, maple neck, and hand-painted roses on the front on black relic paint, and a motif on the back as well. And what we learned is that, these roses are on every woman's scarf in Finland. Like, it's like if you're a woman and you live in Finland, you have one of these scarves.
Yeah.
And so I thought, well, that's a really interesting thing. I mean, to me, it looked kind of like I could see John Doe playing that for sure.
Oh yeah, I
right,
can see
from
that
X. Like there's a certain like punk billy or country billy vibe to it.
Right.
That I don't know that they intended, but it certainly lines up with, like, especially in Southern California, the Bakersfield kind of, Bakersfield punk kind of stuff. Really fantastic instrument. Not just that one, but the other guitars he built. So he's done some unique things with those, and I like them quite a bit. So looking forward to having him on the show.
Yeah.
We also hit. We were at Black Cat saying hello to some friends there who've been on the show.
Yep.
And right there, he said, "I was just telling this guy about you guys." And this guy was Alex from Exotic Guitars.
Oh, that's right.
And so we're gonna have him on and talk about what he's doing. And it was just a nice, friendly happenstance. We're like, well. Didn't expect this at the Bad Cat booth, but there we go. We got another builder on the show.
Yeah, I one of my highlights at the show was our buddy Chase is building guitars for John Page.
Yes,
and so we went to the John Page.
And John Page is famous.
One of the founders of the Fender Custom Shop.
Yes,
and he has his own company now, and. It was, you had a chance to meet him when he was in town.
Yeah, I spent the whole day out there with him and Chase at his shop.
But I hadn't, and so we just got to talking, and the beautiful guitar that he had, and these are ones that John is actually making. They're his art guitar series, and this was the Retablo, and it's like this hollowed out guitar with a clear top, but he's got all of these almost, what would you call them, votive or church-like
It's
triptych.
sort of like it's like a triptych, like the Church of the Blues.
Yeah, it was
the founding people of the blues.
Yeah. So like the Sister Loretta Tharpe is right in the middle,
Yeah.
and what's that?
Johnson, Crossroads.
Robert.
Yeah,
What? I don't know.
I was making
I'm not sure what that
the famous
was.
picture. You know, where he's
Bill
kinda got
Wyman? Was Bill Wyman?
No, it's a super famous picture.
That's
Come
the
on,
way
you know.
Bill Wyman used to play bass.
Yes.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. But yeah, it was very cool, and it was fun to talk to John about it because he really, he's really into this, and
Yeah.
he has several of these.
It's a passion thing for him.
Yeah.
He's done a couple of those, but this one was like cool. Whoa, way
Yeah,
over the top.
and it's unbelievable. If you go to the website John Page Guitars and go to the art guitar section, it's stunning.
Yeah.
In the photos.
It is one of those things. I think if you see it without understanding what the story is about, you're like, "What the heck is that? And why would anybody make that?"
Right.
Simply from it's completely not practical from a
Yeah.
It's an art.
It's meant to be
piece.
displayed.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was fun hanging out at the booth for a little bit there. And,
Yeah.
And gosh, there were so many other people. Who was Billy from Rock and Roll Relics?
Yeah, got to hang out with Billy. That was the first time that you met him.
Yeah, I've talked to him on the phone before.
I
but
met him a couple times.
Yeah.
and so it's always great when we see somebody that we only share an hour at a time with these people, but we're making connections, and it feels good when that's like reciprocated, and they want to come back on the show, and we're happy to have them.
Yeah, overwhelmingly that was, hey, when can I come back on?
Yeah,
that was kind of the overwhelming response. Which was great.
We'd be here all night if we listed every single one of the people that we're friends with, and trying to go through that list. That would just be a little bit exhausting. So we're trying to hit some of the interesting things as far as highlights, new people. As you were just mentioning, the Billy Rowe Rock and Roll Relics, awesome guitarist. Oh my gosh, just too cool.
Yeah.
But speaking of that, for a lot of things, like I'd been there the last couple times, and you hadn't. So a lot of these people I have already met, but we collectively ran into a lot of people that we're meeting first time in person. Sometimes for some of them for you, and for some of them for me.
Yeah.
This is going to split the wood, wire, and volts, and the NAMM section. But I think this would be great to kind of like lump all the first time in person people.
Yeah.
You want to do that?
Yeah, let's just do that. It was fun for me to meet in person. We talked to him, for an hour and a half or so on the show for Surfy Bear Industries. They make the cool spring reverb pedals. Mm-hmm. Lorenzo, also known as Surfer Joe.
In his touring surf band.
Yeah, so it was fun there to see what they had there, and they are actually introducing a cool new Pet Sounds officially licensed reverb pedal.
Yeah, and I think he's got some other stuff coming out, so we're looking to have him back on the show.
I think that would be fantastic.
Yeah.
And then also, at that silent display booth. There was Mark Turley from Summer School Electronics.
Yep.
And it was fun to go. Of course.
I can't believe we didn't get a picture with the guy. He's been such a great friend of the show, but he was very busy over there.
Yeah.
I think we were just trying to stay out of his hair.
I think that was.
I caught him on the very last day when I went back up to talk to somebody at Reverb.
Yeah.
And he was kind of going back in, and he just looked absolutely worked over.
I tell you, I was tired just walking through, and we only did it a couple hours a day. These guys that were displaying out there, they had to be really dragging.
Yeah, and just the constant noise, boy. Oh, boy.
God, yeah.
We also ran into Matt from Warm Audio.
That's right.
Man, great dude. And you will all be very happy because we're going to do a round 2 of sort of. I think he's going to do like a pick 6 of pedals that they have since come out with.
Oh, that's right.
Going to send them our way.
Yeah, and Matt was at 2 places. He was in the, I guess, Pro Sound area.
Yep.
And then also they were working in conjunction with Tokai guitars, which are now they are being made or reissued, like the Tokais that we all know and love from the 80s, 90s, and 2000s. So they're remaking them in Japan. So they worked in conjunction with Warm Audio to have some display pedals and things there.
Yeah, he was a super nice dude, and we did catch him early in the show, so he was feeling very chatty and generous, and we appreciated that.
What about our friend Ross over at ShopBot?
Yeah, so Ross has kindly hit us up in the last 3 years. And either just from like going by and he's not there, or like, hey, we're stuck over here. We just to have it's been tough. But that was, I said, the first thing we do here, we got to go see Ross at ShopBot Tools. So Ross, thank you so much for listening to the show, and just supporting us out there and sharing us with some of the other guitar type people. He works at ShopBot, as we mentioned, which does CNC stuff, which they had some great displays doing the CNC stuff with pedals.
Yeah.
Which is kind of neat. I think we'll probably start to see a lot more of that.
Oh yeah. I mean, as the price comes down on that type of equipment,
yeah.
I mean, it's just a matter of
time.
They're
doing some really awesome stuff.
So all that being
said,
are we going to talk in stereo? You want to do every other word?
Go ahead, Tony.
So
I know you like beef a lot.
I love me a nice beef,
yes.
especially when it comes in a dumpling from Chubby Dumplings.
Yes, we need that. That'd be a great sponsor.
Oh my!
Hey, Chubby Dumplings, if you're listening,
yeah, then I can break that 300 mark like I've been playing. I have to say that there were a couple of things that were out of touch with the times.
Yes.
There were a lot of companies that felt that it was 20 or 30 years ago. And
seemingly so, yeah.
Yeah, they were not as open to, I mean, fans, people who enjoy their products, as they were really focused.
It wasn't like we weren't reading the room.
Yeah.
I mean,
here's the thing. If you have a big corporation, say, you don't necessarily want to put a bunch of suits out there at a rock and roll kind of space.
Yes, this is where I take my arm and say, get out of the way, Tony. Hagstrom Guitars.
Okay,
look it. I walked up and I said, hey, one of my absolute favorite guitars is my Black Viking. Oh, that's great. Chewing on a hot dog, no voice left, and he's only been there a day. And it was just, I looked and everybody was in like full suits. And they're standing at this rock booth with like some pretty sweet guitars. And I was just trying to talk to him about it. And it just was like, look around. The people that are here play.
Yeah. Yep.
And I realized that NAMM is first and foremost to make sure that the business happens.
Right.
Plenty of opportunity to do that. But if you get the people who actually play it excited about what you're doing, like so many other of the vendors have, understand, you're going to get asked for more business.
Right.
So when you treat it like that audience doesn't exist out there, I was just really shocked by that. I got to admit. And here they're facing Reverend, which Ken does a killer job of.
Yep.
He's so in touch.
Yep.
with the audience.
Yeah.
And he can't. If you walk anywhere near there, he's going to put a guitar in your hand.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah, we had a chance to meet.
I mean, these guys were like talking about their tax audits and stuff. I don't get it.
Yeah, we got a chance to hang with Joe Naylor, who started Reverend Guitars, and now is owned by Kenny Haas. And you know, they're both very people centered.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, here, check this out. This is what I did.
Guitars first.
Yeah.
Music first. So, and speaking of Joe, we're going to have him on the show to talk about some pretty cool new pickup stuff.
Yeah, he's been retweaking, and in fact, Reverend,
this doesn't fall under the beef zone.
No, this
this is a delicious beef sandwich, like good
this
kind
is
of beef.
a big sandwich.
Yeah.
But yeah, speaking of Reverend, they really revamped their whole lineup.
Yeah.
And they introduced a ton of new models, with new pickups that Joe designed.
Yeah.
So it's we'll have more about that. But let's go back to our beef.
Back to the beefs.
Here's my biggest beef. So in years gone by, I would literally have so much catalogs, paraphernalia, swag.
Zero swag going on out there these days.
I mean, I literally would go to the post office
and send
box
it back.
of stuff and send it back because I knew that it would be too heavy.
The first couple of years that we went together, we had, and that's the appreciation stuff. Like I'm taking my time. I want to go see it. I want to see what you're doing. I want to connect with the brand. I want to get excited about new instruments. I want to say it's like you got to feed that a little bit.
Yeah, I mean these people are paying thousands of dollars to go out. What's another $500 for T-shirts or for print some catalogs, give something so somebody has something tangible to take home with them.
Yeah.
That's a beef.
Yeah, I get it. Okay. My last beef, at least I think. So we've talked about the Valaton stuff. I was very excited about the Valaton GP5, which is that little mini pedal that I've talked about many times on the show. And I am going to do a giveaway for one of those because I like it that much. I'm just going to get one and give it away. But they just came out based off of that form factor. They came out with the GP50 and the GP100. The GP50 being like a full-size pedal of that mini pedal. And then the GP100 is the full-size plus like a micro expression pedal.
Yeah.
What? You could put it in your hat. You could walk around with it under your hat. And it's fully functional and it sounds fantastic.
Yeah.
It's a really, really good product.
But
we stood there and walked around we went back there like 4 or 5 times.
Yeah. Because we wanted
trying to find anybody to talk to. They had one guy who there was a total language barrier.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like they had 3 brands represented there.
Yeah.
Hot Tone, Valaton, and Sonic Cake.
Yep.
And guys, you got to have more than one guy who doesn't have the language barrier talking to a room full of people in LA.
Yep.
I was just blown away by that.
Yeah. Yeah, they could a lot of these,
and they had a really nice booth.
A lot of these companies would have been better to just hire some people who like their products and can not necessarily sell, but at least rep
hire
the
me.
products.
I'll do it next time. I can sell these pedals for Pete's sakes. I've been doing it for free on the show.
There you go.
Jeez. Anyway,
that's Todd Novak.
I don't know if I really want to do that. I got to be honest.
Well, it depends what the commission is.
Yeah, if the
like.
pay's good. Yeah. Here, have a free pedal.
So NAMM, overall, it was exciting because it was larger than the last time I was there, which was 2 or 3 years ago.
Well, by larger, I would say fuller.
Fuller, yes.
It wasn't bigger. It just wasn't as Spartan.
Yeah, I mean, there were still some empty spaces
from 2020.
Yeah, 2020, the pandemic.
Stuff,
yes, I mean there's no doubt about that. Had put a real damper on things, but in terms of the number of attendees,
Yeah.
and as well as the number of vendors, I think it was substantially larger than I have remembered in a long time.
Yeah.
So that was encouraging. Overall, it was a very upbeat, very positive attitude by most of the people there. So I think it's going to continue.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of other things that are going to probably continue,
Yes.
after we did the floor during the day, we'd stop over at Chubby Dumplings.
Yes.
Or Blaze Pizza.
Yes.
Or what was the Mexican place that we went to? That
I
was
can't
really
remember.
good.
That was good,
Oh, man, that was
Yeah.
good stuff. So we would go over to Woodwire and Volts. And again, Woodwire and Volts was a kind of a show that was organized by Curtis Novak and a couple of other people. And it's basically kind of a showcase for guitar builders and some pickup places. Curtis making pickups. Also, Lawler was there. And the beauty of this
and
one...
Black Bobbin.
Oh, that's right. Black Bobbin was there. And the beauty this year is they had a whole outdoor area, a
It's
patio.
the same venue as last time. It's just this time they got to use the entire space.
Yeah. And all of the pedal builders and some guitar builders were outside too.
Yeah.
But it was really nice. And I guess the overall feel was much lighter. I think it was easier to talk to people. It was
It wasn't nearly as loud.
well, yeah, it wasn't the same guy noodling on the guitar for 12 hours.
Yeah.
But I think it was relaxed.
It was relaxed. These are people that understand who those people are.
Yep.
Most of them have been on our show.
Yep.
And these are the ones that you appreciate the craft. And this is something else that is not necessarily, it's not set in stone or anything, but I know that Curtis, in talking with him, he has made a real effort to ensure that he fills the room with unique voices.
Yes.
And there's lots of interpretations of that. But these are people who really have found a way to express themselves singularly in a way that provides something exciting, something different, something new for the most part. Mm-hmm. And I think that is an important thing to mention because it isn't come one, come all and just, be in the show. So he's really trying to curate it and make it feel like this is special. And all the builders there, so easy to talk to, gracious with their time, excited to talk to you. These are people that have worked very, very hard on their craft, on their brand, on figuring out what is the thing that is going to stand out. So that I know that I feel like I've contributed something different to the guitar world.
Yeah.
And there was no shortage of it. And it's I'm at least for the next year or two, I'm sure it's going to be, about the same size, probably growing a little bit more. But at a certain point,
Yeah, the venue only holds so much.
So we'll see what happens in there. And at the end of every night is a whole bunch of shows.
Yeah.
It was great stuff. Cash and Sky, Johnny Two Bags.
Yeah.
I played them on all the reel. I just posted a billion.
Ariel Posen?
No. Billion reels.
Yakov Smirnov.
No, you bozo. The Schizophonics.
Oh, yeah, the Schizophonics.
Yeah. That's all I can play, or else I'm going to get in trouble or something. Anyways, they were just really cool stuff. And they got a bar out there.
Yeah.
And next to the bar,
Ah.
this guy he had a giant igloo. and it was just full.
You could put a body in it.
I mean, like a body of work.
Yeah.
Anyways, and he's like, "Do you guys want? Just take some." We're like, oh, okay. And it was Best Day. Oh shoot,
Best Day Brewing.
Best Day Brewing. Yes,
Non-alcoholic beer.
And it tasted really good.
It was good.
It was very, very good, and we were excited. We talked about him. We talked about him for a bit, and I think there might be a little bit of some exchanging happen. So we're going to see what's happening there.
That's right.
But even if it doesn't, we were just I said, hey, how much did it have? He goes, take it. It's like he gets it. Put it on my head. People are going to ask me about it.
Exactly. No, it was really cool, and it's I know that non-alcoholic beer has become really it's a growing part of the brewing side,
really big.
But this was if I didn't know that it was non-alcoholic, and someone handed it to me, I said that's pretty
Ice
good. That's a
cold,
good,
you wouldn't know.
nice
I mean,
Kolsch. They had a
really-
nice IPA, and you don't get toasted.
Yeah. So that was kind of a neat surprise, and he was the rep was just like a super awesome dude, and so yeah, he said, yeah, just give me a call.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I like that.
Let's see. So let's talk about some of the new builders that we found there.
Yeah.
Okay. Retro sound guitars.
Yep.
Great conversation with Retro Sound. AMT, also known as Asheville Music Tools. I started talking with this guy, and then he says, oh, I make the analoger. And I'm like, doggone it, that's been mentioned a whole bunch of times on our show. And he's like, it has? It's like, yes. And he is like literally a mad professor kind of guy.
Yeah.
And he's got a storied past. He's going to be on the show.
Yep.
I'm really looking forward to that.
It's going to be a good episode.
But if you're saying, yeah, I really would like a really good delay, like a really good delay, the Analoger ADG1 is it's caught a lot of people's attention.
Yep.
We ran into Heinz guitars.
Yep.
And had a great conversation with him. Bruce Guitars, who's been on the show.
Yeah.
So it was great to see that person for his first in person.
Yeah.
And again, one of these other things where we were sitting there talking with Shock the Fox Guitars.
Yep.
This guy standing right there, and he goes, "Oh, have you met Righteous Sound Pickups?" And I was like, "I've been hearing nothing about Righteous Sound Pickups."
Yep.
And he's like, hey, we just had a great conversation.
This is me.
Yeah.
Oh, and I got to meet, I think I was talking a few episodes ago about the Halon Jaguar trim that I used. And all the way from beautiful Greece, Harris from Halon Guitar Parts.
Yeah.
Was standing right there again. I think
he was right behind
because Shock the Fox was using his
everybody.
Yeah, yeah, Righteous Sound and Halon bridges. So,
yes.
So it was kind of cool. I mean, and that's the beauty of a show like that.
And Bunting guitars too.
Oh yes, I forgot about that.
That was another one we ran into for as far as new. These are all new people that we hadn't even heard of before, frankly.
Yeah.
Except for Shock the Facts, he's been on
the
show. But so all of those people that we mentioned, including the ones that we met at NAMM, we are all those people are going to be filling the slots on our episodes here, ladies and gentlemen.
I think we've got 6 months worth of episodes.
Planned. And we got a lot of follow-ups too. Which we won't mention, but I did think it would be apropos to say, as we talked about, we do this over the internet. We interview most of our guests over the internet, and it is an absolute joy and a thrill when we walk up to somebody and you both go, "Hey, it's you!" And so some of these people were Fellows Guitars, who was recently on the show. Bruce Guitars, also well, they were all recently on the show. so these people have all been on the show. Bruce Guitars, got to meet him in person, talked to him. Super nice guy.
Yep.
We talked with Dave Jordan from Non-Human Audio.
Yeah.
I was really excited to meet because he's got some great stuff that we'll be featuring as well. Got to play that.
Yeah.
And he had a couple guitars out there, and people lined up to play those pedals. People were really catching on to that. Adam Grimm gave us a tap on the shoulder. He's like, "Hey, how come you haven't been in the satellite thing?" I'm like, "Well, because there's a whole bunch of like really good people in there." I'm sorry. Excuse me, Ariel Posen. Mind if I just step in here and. And we also ran into outside the shop. We saw this is back at NAMM, but when we were walking up, it was like couldn't mistake this mustache belonging to Jennings Guitars.
Oh yes,
and we've got to run into Abernethy Guitars, who I was thrilled to talk to. His design really caught a lot of people. Not only at the show, but before that, when we had him on the show a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
It was just like, whoa, that was a really new vibe in guitar design.
Yeah.
And I got one of his hats, and I have been stopped multiple times. Like, what's Abernethy Custom Guitars, and where are they, and how can I see them? I was down in Cincy yesterday and went into Shake It Records, where I got a really awesome bootleg Smiths album, the very last show they ever played at the Royal Albert Hall.
Nice.
And he said, "Hey, what is that?" And we got into a great conversation about guitars. I handed him the card about the guitar knobs and da-da-doo, beep.
Well, what I thought was cool is when we first walked in, the first table that you really saw was Grez Guitars, who's been on the show, and in the Tone Ranger guitars. They were right next to each other. Beautiful instruments.
Yep.
And I was right across from them was Frank Brothers Guitars, and I didn't have a chance to play one of those up until that day.
Yeah.
And all of these instruments. I have to say that a lot of these smaller boutique builders, I don't know, they take more time. They're focused on details, whatever. All of the guitars that I picked up and played all felt like something special.
Oh, yeah. And then there's Casadosa sitting right there, which is like, I don't know what the magic wood. They've got some kind of magic forest.
Indeed.
They're just really remarkable. And it's worth saying, our friend Ralph Gottschalk, wonderful audio technology, won.
What?
He won the raffle, and he won the Casadosa guitar.
Oh, Ralph.
Ralph, you dirty dog. Oh, that guy's got the biggest grin you could imagine right now.
Oh, man, for
his
miles.
His face is going to hurt for
Smiles
days.
for miles.
Yes. I should say we also got to meet up with Voltic, who has been on the show. He's got some new stuff coming out. That's really cool. And our old friend, we did shots real quick because John from Electronic Audio Experiments.
Oh, yes.
Yes. We gave up the shot thing a little while ago, but I think we might have wore that out. But
maybe we'll do it with non-alcoholic beers now.
He was great to talk to. We haven't. I've met him in person. Tony hadn't met him in person yet. Now, this is the first time Tony's met Chris Vincent from R2R.
Oh,
Electric.
yes.
Great friend of the show.
Yes,
He'll be back on.
I have one of the amp top.
Yes. We both do.
Range Masters. Yes.
And he had a couple of really fantastic things that were just made just for that show.
Yeah.
There's one pedal that, everything that guy makes is just ridiculously good.
Yep.
And a couple other ones. We got to meet, as we mentioned, Shock the Fox for the first time, so that was great talking with him. Divine Noise, Gil from Divine Noise.
Oh, yeah.
Lovely human being. And also makes just an outstanding guitar cable. I've got the 50-50, the half coily, half not. I love that thing.
Yeah.
I absolutely love that thing. And Alec from Mask Audio, is great to see him.
Yeah.
I've met him before. That was your first time meeting him. And just walking around, I'm like, Johnny from Daredevil? And he wasn't showing anything, but he was there just checking everything out. And, so that was cool meeting up with him again. And yeah, man, it was just everywhere we turned, it was something. But as we were turning and doing all these things, I spied with my little eye. Somebody...
No, let me lay out the thing. So Todd turned into a little schoolgirl, and we're standing there. He says, "Tony, you know who that is?" I said, "No, I don't know who that is." That's Richard Good from Psychedelic Furs. I'm gonna go get my picture taken with him. And he's literally a little schoolgirl.
I waited. I lay in wait. He was
like a panther waiting on a stake.
The Psych Furs were like, man, that was at the core of my music upbringing, and I've seen them so many times now, and with Rich up there every single time, and he's got just great style. He's got a great feel for it.
So, long story, even longer. Here's the other thing. Here's my other beef about both the NAMM show and Woodwire and Volts.
Beef into this.
I'm putting the beef in there.
Okay.
There are people that don't know how to pace themselves, give an allotted amount of time, and move on and let other people come up and join the conversation or introduce themselves or whatever. They're people hogs.
People hogs. Yes.
People hogs. No bueno.
Well, we were patient and...
no, you gave up. Todd,
no, I did not give up.
Todd gave up. We went in the other room. He had a tear running down his cheek. I'm not going to get a chance. So we go over to say hi to Curtis. And yes, this is exactly how it went down. And so... Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Take it back.
I'm taking it back. You did.
I waited. I waited.
You put your patent leather shoes on and went over.
Okay, let me tell the story. I just waited, and there was a time when he was by himself for a second, and I just went up to him and I said, I'm a huge fan, and I love style, blah blah blah, the whole 9 yards.
And he said, "Here, let me see if I can find a pick for you."
Yeah, so he gave me a pick, and okay.
I'm like,
okay, thanks, bye.
Thank you, bye. Let's go, girl. And he ran off, comes over, he says, "I can't believe I didn't get a picture with him." And I said,
well, and my daughter, Jane, she goes to a lot of the shows with me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, man, my daughter's going to freak out when she sees this. So we waited around for a little while.
So we talk to Curtis Novak again.
Yeah.
Over and just say thanks for putting this on. And
how's the show? What'd you think? I was like, it was great. And guess what? I just met Rich Good from Psychedelic Furs. And he goes, oh, yeah, that's his guitar right here. Yeah. And I was like, what? And I looked down, it was his guitar. He plays a pink Jazzmaster.
Yeah, so apparently Curtis and Rich are kind of neighbors, or they live in the same
20
area.
years.
And they hang out, and Rich Good's wife works for Curtis, and Rich does the graphic work for Curtis.
Yeah.
And he says, oh, I'll wrap up over here. We'll come over and I'll introduce you to him.
Well, that didn't look like that was going to happen. We said, well, we need to get going. And so we're walking basically almost out, and I was looking around for somebody. And I see Curtis like waving him, hey, come over here, come over here. So we went over there, and we had a great conversation with Rich, and hopefully he said, I can't wait to listen to the show because I got a long drive. So Rich, thank you for your time.
Yeah.
We would love to have you on the show. I know you're a gear guy, and so are we. So that this invitation, I'm putting it out into the ether right now, but I'll make a formal one. We would love to have you on the show.
Now here's the thing
I got a picture.
And you did. And the thing that shocked me more than anything, okay?
How many times I shook his hand?
No. So I said, well, here, let me give you one of my picks, my Pick Guardian picks. And I gave him a card, and I said, if you need anything, he looks at the card and he says, oh, you're the Pick Guardian.
I heard that like 10 times that weekend.
I mean,
A lot. I heard that a lot.
I think
Tony.
I'm kind of a humble guy, but it really did kind of shock me that people knew who I was.
Yeah. I heard that many times.
So that was cool. So Rich, the offer still stands. If you need anything,
Yes.
let me know.
Yes. I'll even sign the back of it.
Yeah, I'll send a picture of Todd.
Anyways, now I also want to say, I can't forget this. One of the absolute highlights of the weekend was, we do this because we love doing it. I get to sit here with one of my best friends and one of the most knowledgeable guys that I know, and most of the time relatively humorous. And we talk about the things with you that we love, that we get excited about, that we want to share.
Yeah.
And we've been doing it a while. And every single time,
10 years, I'm told.
Yes. Every single time someone comes up and says, I listen to the show, or I used to listen to the show, or anything like that, it really is a thrill for us. And it is not lost on us. And it means a great deal to us, truthfully. Mm-hmm. We were approached by somebody, Uday. His name is Uday.
Yeah.
And we spent the next, 2.5, 3 hours with him.
Yeah, just hanging out at Woodwire and Volts.
And he was an absolutely delightful person. He asked lots of very interesting questions about the show, about the history of the show, about the operations of the show, how we connect with the audience, what does it mean to... I mean, there's some deep stuff.
Yeah.
It went far beyond like, hey, I like to listen to your show, and I listen to it at work, and I like guitars, and... Well, see you later. We had some very, very interesting conversation with him, and just talking about the guitar, universe, and people that were in the room, and who we haven't talked to, who we wanted to talk to, who we want to get on the show, where we see the show going. And he was very generous with his time. And I just wanted to specifically call that out. That was a really delightful evening.
And it was nice, he I mean, speaking of being like a little schoolgirl, I mean, not that I want to say he was, but he was like,
You just did.
okay, I
Take
did.
that back.
Sorry, Uday, but he was like, is it okay if I hang out with you guys? It's just like yeah, of course. I mean, we're just hanging out.
Yeah.
So that was kind of nice, and yeah, I the conversations were very nice. He
Very
and he introduced us to a couple of people too that he knew, and so it was a really nice experience, and in having, when you get to meet people that listen and support the show, I mean, in person, that's the beauty of this, and it really makes it all worthwhile for both Todd and
It
I.
always surprises. I mean, honestly, we don't take any of this for granted, and when we get that feedback, it's the best. It's the best.
Yeah.
Well, Tony,
Yes, Todd.
I think that kind of covers most of it.
I think so. There might be some things we forget about, and
That might come up.
Yeah.
We shan't not belabor this.
But the beauty of it is, I think we've got some great guests lined up for 2026.
Absolutely.
I am so excited that some of the people we got to meet. That now it's nice, when you're talking to them over the internet, it's one thing, but now you put a face with the name and the whole thing, and it's going to be a lot of fun in this year.
It really is. I'm very much looking forward to the next one already.
Yes.
Tony, we need to
Round third?
round third and do something.
What is it that we do?
Would you rather?
That's what it is.
Yes.
This week's Would You Rather.
Speaking of
Yes.
people who listen to the show
Yeah.
that are giving it back to us, sharing the love back.
So this one is brought to us by a longtime listener and first-time contributor, Gene Hankey. Mm-hmm. Gene, thank you for this.
Yes.
You wouldn't believe I forgot to write one, so this came in handy. Here's how it goes. One night, while you're listening in your music room, admiring all the gear you've collected over the years, a cool mist begins to swirl in front of you. You blink, rub your eyes, but the shape doesn't fade. Slowly, the haze pulls itself together, and your heart skips. Standing right there in front of you is the ghost of Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Oh, boy.
Floating just above the floor like he's riding the tail end of a reverb trail.
It was very poetic.
Yeah, imagine that. He leans in with that familiar half grin and says, I'm going to do my best. This is I got to do a Texas, slight Texas thing.
Okay.
What are you doing with all this gear, man? You don't need a mountain of toys. All you need is a good guitar, a strong amp, and maybe one pedal if you're feeling fancy.
Uh-huh.
He shakes his head, almost amused. I've been wandering the afterlife trying to help guitar players get better by clearing out the clutter that keeps them from actually playing.
Oh.
Stevie drifts closer, the brim of his hat casting a shadow that somehow feels warm. So here's the deal. You must choose, he says, low and smoky.
Uh-huh.
You can keep one guitar and all your amps and pedals, or you can keep all your guitars, but only one amp and one pedal.
Ooh.
He tilts his head, eyes narrowing, playful challenge. Choose wisely. Tell me which one and why is your pride and joy. And once you make your choice, Stevie gives a slow, approving nod, tips his hat, and fades back into the mist, taking everything you didn't choose with him as the room falls silent except for the faint echo of a Texas shuffle.
Okay.
This would have been a good Halloween one, wouldn't it?
Yes. Yes. Okay. That was very good. Great storytelling. Nice one, Mr. Hanky.
Yes, that's a... Yeah, he might be our new poet emeritus.
Yes. Okay, so Tone Bone, what are you doing?
Well, okay. Todd, you know I love guitars.
I know.
I cannot give all but one guitar away.
Yes.
So I'm keeping all my guitars.
Okay.
And the amp that I will... Boy... the amp that I will keep will...
I'm just going to say it. It's your hand-wired AC-15. It's not even a guess.
Well, yeah, I mean, I've got...
But you do got the Dr. Z
Dr.
back
Z,
there.
but in terms of a good utility amp, the Vox, yes. And the pedal, I got to keep the Tony Baloney pedal. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
That's what I'm keeping.
Okay.
What about you, Todd?
Well, I kind of feel like you kind of have to step up to the challenge with this one.
Yeah.
He's kind of the spirit of SRV is calling you out. Really, that's what he's doing.
That's right.
I'm gonna do the. I'm gonna keep all my guitars.
Yeah.
And I'm going with my my Vox AC30 with the split speakers.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna keep my Hello Sailor treble boost that he built for me while I was playing it.
Oh yeah,
Taylor bespoke. I love that thing.
Yeah,
and it just makes the Vox just do.
Yeah, that's what the
amazing
baloney pedal
things.
does with my Vox too.
Agreed.
Yeah. So, well, Gene, thank you. That was a great little would you rather.
Yeah, very inventive, and thank you so much for listening and for sending that in. We hope to hear more from you. It sounds like you got a very imaginative mind, and we're just glad that you've opened that door. We said the door's open, everybody.
Send
Don't
them in.
wait for an invite, for Pete's sakes. Just
send them in.
Yeah.
Send them in. We can do that.
We need to thank a few people, Tony.
Oh, yes, we do, Todd, because at this point of the show, there is a special group of people that we love to thank. These are our executive producers. Now, an executive producer helps make this show possible. How do you become an executive producer? Quite easy. Go over to patreon.com/the Guitar Knobs. Check out a couple different levels which you can participate, become a sponsor, a friend, a hero of the podcast. Each level comes with some very nice thank you gifts, opportunities to win great stuff, and tons more. But in addition to all that great stuff, there is one thing more. What would that be?
You get to have your name read on the thing.
Your name read on the thing, and that's what I'm going to do right now. So special thanks to these executive producers: Anthony Lathrop, Brett Hogarth, Cameron Pampas, Darren Gregory, Don Kloss, Elad Mizrahi, James Bell, James White, John Esterly from Rare Buzzer Effects, John Sebastian, John Halverson, Justin Jones, Ken Sayers, Michael Senchuk, Mike Davenport, Owen Eads, Pluton. Ralph Gottschalk wins everything from wonderful audio technology. What? No, congratulations, Ralph. Richard Kendall, Rick Calhoun, Rusty Sneeden, Stefan Lamb, Tom Barazin, Trevor Ellenberg, Trevor Gunberg, Vader and Pedals, Caribou Gone, and Ed Rossler.
Yes.
And our new executive producer,
Yes.
Uday Ram.
Uday Ram, the gentleman that we were talking about.
Yes.
Who spent almost, most of our lovely evening out there.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
And thank you for sponsoring this.
Absolutely.
I mean, it means the world to us. It really does.
It does.
I'm serious. But Todd,
Yes.
there's another group of executive producers we love to thank. These are our grand poobahs. These are the creme de la creme, the top of the heap, the A number ones. And they wear a fez upon their head whilst listening to this podcast. So special thanks to these grand poobahs: Anthony Gemalero, Billy Spitfire Unlimited, Bob Crouch, Brian Robinson, Cody Foster, David Kaminga, David Tyndall, Enrico Fernando, Fox Hill Studio, Gregory Randall, Hex Matos, John Williams, Martin Cliff, Matt Hart, Michael Van Zant, Michio Murakishi, Moon Guitars, Pedro Vasquez, Sam Jett, Steve Keys, James Pennington, Zach Oswald from Brandon Wown Pickups, Jonathan Labate from M2 Labs, Ty Barnes, James Castellano, and Kenny Howe.
Thank you to all of our sponsors keeping us going for 2026.
Yeah.
We are eternally grateful to you.
Yes.
Well, Tony,
Yeah.
we need to, why don't you tell everybody where they can check out the things you're doing?
Oh, head over to pickguardian.com. Check out the stuff that I do. What do? I make pick guards for guitars. How do you get one? You shoot me an email. Let me know what you're trying to do, what you need, what color you want, what pickups you're using, all the stuff. I'll make something special for you. As Todd likes to say, it's your opportunity to make your guitar even more yours.
That is correct, Amundo. You can shoot me a DM on Instagram at Guitar Knobs. We'd love to hear from you. Tell us what's going on. Tell us what you're playing. And if you got guests that you say like, hey, I'd really love to hear from this builder, please send it our way.
Yeah.
We really do our best to make sure that we connect with those people. Not everybody wants to do it. So if they don't come on, it's not from being ignoring you or anything like that. And for Pete's sakes, if you like that, would you rather? You probably have one floating around in your head. Send it our way. We'd be happy to read it. Aside from that, we hope you all have enjoyed this lovely episode. And thank you to all of our new friends that we made and all of our old friends that we continue to value their friendships with. And have a fantastic Guitar Week. And subscribe! This record button?
That's the one.
Right. I don't think there's going to be much funny stuff in the back because all the funny stuff is just us. People are going to find out that we're not that funny. Or maybe they've known all along.
I mean, as long as it's recording there.
And away we go.
Well, that's it for these knobs. Please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/ facebook.com/The Guitar Knobs. Visit our website at theguitarknobs.com for all of our past episodes, 4 on the Floor blog, and other good stuff. You can connect with us on social too at our Facebook page and share your gear and stories on our Facebook group. Also, be sure to check out our Instagram at Guitar Knobs. Catch you next time.